Hello, good evening. This is your guy Marvelous with keyboard tutorial for beginners. This is video number 20, and today we are going to have a very wonderful class. Today we are not going to have practical but theory. So please go get a pen and a paper and come and jot something down. But if you not subscribed yet, go to YouTube, type Marvey, Marvey, and Ahangba Ahiragba, and subscribe, like the videos and comment. Even hit the notification so that when the next video is out, you will be notified. We're going to have a very wonderful class today. What you call the circle of fifth. So you have to draw your circle first. This is my nice circle I'm drawing. Yeah, wow. Then because we have 12 keys, you have to mark the 12 keys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. Now the circle of fifth, you can use any key to start, but because I'm teaching the key of F, I'll use F to start. F is that any key can be here. So how to calculate the circle of fifth is that the fifth note on the scale of the key that you've written. So the fifth note in the scale of F is C. I know it off head. The fifth note in the scale of C is G. The fifth note in the scale of G is D. The fifth note in the scale of D is A. The fifth note in the scale of A is E. And the fifth note in the scale of E is B. The fifth note in the scale of B is F sharp. The fifth note in the scale of F sharp is C sharp. The fifth note in the scale of C sharp is G sharp or A flat. G sharp. The fifth note in the scale of G sharp is D flat, or let's say E flat, D sharp or E flat. And the fifth note in the scale of E flat is B flat. Okay, now we have here the 12 keys. So if you want to calculate this on the keyboard without even you don't have it off head, you can calculate it like this. After putting your finger on the tonic, which is the note that or the key that you are using, you count 7 semitones, or you walk 7 chromatic way forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which means C is the fifth note after A in the key of F. Let's take E flat as an example. This is my B flat as an example. This is my B flat. I count 7 chromatic ways or 7 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's choose A flat or G sharp as an example. After putting my finger here, G sharp, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It means G sharp, E flat is the fifth note. And when you check here, we have G sharp here. This is E flat. That is how it works. G sharp, this is E flat. That is how it works. So now we have to know the names of the notes that we play on the keyboard. This is the chord family. The first note, 1, which is the Do, as we literally say, is called the tonic. The tonic. It means it is the tone of the key that you are playing. It's the tone of the key that you are playing. Yes, the second note, which is Re. The third note, which is Mi. The fourth note, which is Fa. The fifth note, which is So. The sixth note, which is La. The seventh note, which is Ti. And the eighth, or the first note, which is the Do again. So let's take it out. So now after the tonic, this is the major chord, and the next important chord is the fifth note, which is the So, and it's called dominant. It is the one dominating after the tonic. So let's say in a family or in a house, tonic is the house. Because it is what you are based on. Or let's say tonic is God, because he's the head of the family in as you see spiritually. And the next important person is the father. This is the father, which is the dominant. And we have the next important chord after dominant is the subdominant, which is Fa. Subdominant. it means the one below the dominant. So you go to fa before you come to so. So it's the subdominant. Now we have here the minor chord, which is the re, the mi, and the la. The re is called the supertonic. Supertonic. So in the house, the re, the mi, and the la are the children in the house. So this is God, this is father, this is mother, these are the children. So when we have the mi, the supertonic means above the tonic. This is the one above the tonic. We have here to the mediant. The third one. The third note is the mediant. The mediant means the one in between the tonic and the dominant. God and the father, God and the husband of the house, the one between, which is the third note, is called the mediant. We have here too the sixth note, which is the submediant. It means it is the mediant, I say, is the one in between. So the submediant is the one in between the first note and the fourth note backward. When you move backward, the one between the first note and the submediant, as the subdominant, is the submediant. And we have here the T, which is the diminished chord. This one, I will not say it's the child of the house. It is maybe a nephew or a niece, because it's not part of the family. This is a nuclear family, so it's called the leading tone. Leading. It means it comes before the tonic, the leading tone. Now watch this. This is how the chord family goes. We have here the first note, the do, is the first note. Re, second note. Mi, third note. Fa, fourth note. So, fifth note. La, sixth note. Ti, seventh note. And the do, the eighth note. Now the do can go to any chord. We are talking about chord progression, how the progression goes. That do, this is not 100%, but it's about 80%. The do can go to any chord, but let's choose 4, which is the fa, the fourth note. The re goes to the dominant, the so, which is the fifth note. So the mi goes to the sixth, which is the la, 6. The fa supposed to go to 7, which is T, 7. But this one is not part of the family. It is a diminished chord, so it's mostly used as a passing chord. So the fa has nothing to go with. Now the so goes to 1, because from 7 we come to 1, which is the do. The la goes to 2, which is re. The ti supposed to go to 3, which is mi, but because it's a passing chord, it's not part of the family. And the do, and the last one, which is the do, that's the last one. So the ti goes to 3. So when you are playing a song, when you hit the first note, which is maybe the starting, maybe mostly the starting, hit the first note. The second note is what is more important. The do can go to any place. So let's take 2 as an example. From do, when it goes to 2, when the do chooses 2, which is the supertonic, 2 goes to what? 5. 5 goes to what? 5 goes to 1. So it means the chord will go to second, come to 5, and come and end. Let's say the do goes to 3. The 3 goes to what? 6, which is la. And the la goes to what? The 6 goes to 2, which is re. And the 2 goes to 5, which is so. And the 5 goes to 1. So when it comes to after the do, the next chord is mi. You play la. Mostly automatically it comes to la, because the third chord goes to la, which is 6. And the 6th chord goes to re, which is 2. and the second chord goes to what? So, which is fifth, and the fifth chord comes to do. Let's say it comes to fa. This is re, this is mi, this is fa. Let's say after from first we come to fa. The fourth chord is supposed to go to T, but because T is a diminished chord, it's only used as a passing chord. So the T goes to mi. So the T goes to mi. So this is mi. The mi goes to la. The la goes to re. The re goes to so. The so goes to do. So let's say when you are playing a chord, the second chord is what is most important. So when you check on the second of fifth in the key of F, this is do. The first chord, this is so. The fifth chord, this is, and the G is re. The second chord, the D is la. The sixth chord, the A is mi. The third chord, and the E is T, which is a diminished chord, so mostly passing note. And this is the B flat, which is F. This is the fa. That is why when the chord comes to the mi, it will go to la, from la to re, re to so, and so to do. But when it comes to fa, it can come back to do again, or come here, pass here, mi, la, re, so, and do. So when you look at Ghanaian songs, mostly let me use Ghanaian songs, about 80% of chord progression is like do, fa, the T, so we don't play it because it's a diminished chord, mi, la, re, so, do. It works on that trend. Apart from the one-way chord, which is fa, do, so, do, or 4-1-5-1, most of the progression is like 1, 4, 3, 6, 2, 5, and 1, or do, fa, mi, la, re, so, do. So when you know this thing, it is very easy for you when you're looking at your progressions, because as I've written here, I said take a paper and a pen, jot it down, go through it, and you go through it over and over again, and you will understand. I said from the first note, it can go to any other chord because is the head of the house, who is God. It can go to any other chord. So suppose it comes to re, which is the second chord, the re always go to so, and the so ends the song at do. It is very hard for you to come to mi and come to do. It is very hard. Let's say the first chord comes to mi, the mi always go to la, which is the sixth chord. The la always go to re, which is the second chord, and the re goes to so, and the so comes to do back. When it comes to the fourth chord, it's supposed to go to T, but because it's a passing chord, maybe the T goes to mi. So let's say from 4 we come to mi. The 4 can also go to any other note. So when the fourth goes to la, the la goes to re, the re goes to so, and the so ends the song. So it's a very simple mathematics that you have to work. I say it is not 100%, but about 80%. Anytime you hit the third note, which is mi, automatically your next note will be la. After la, then re, second note to fifth note, then to the first note. So most of the Ghanaian chords, it is the Ghanaian chords are like do, fa, mi, la, re, so, do. In numbers. 1, 4, 3, 6, 2, 5. So just go over and over again and you will understand. I believe the next video we'll still be learning about chord progression. A lot of chord songs that we sing and their progression. Thank you again. I said if you're not subscribed yet, go to YouTube and tap Mavey, Marvey, Ahangba, Ahiagba. Like the videos, subscribe, and comment so that I will know how good it's helping. This is Marvelous, your guy. Bye bye.